Hello dear student, in this lesson 1 unit 4, I'm going to talk about present perfect with just. First of all, what is present perfect? Present perfect is a tense used to express an action completed in present. It means that something happened in the past and the action still now is continual. You can say used to express action completed in the present. Okay, so let us see what is present perfect and what is the with just, and what is the rule of the present perfect with just. We have the form I, we, you, they plus with have just, and he, she, it with has just. It's mean whenever our subject is one of the this family. For example, I, we, you, they, we use have just always, and when it is he, she, it, we can say the third person singular, we use has just. It always have to be just with have, so we cannot separate just with have. For example, we say I just have, or putting just after complement, so just have to come with have or has. Both of them followed by past participate, or we can say the third form of past, okay, either with ed or changing the structure of the verb. For example, I have just had breakfast. I have just had breakfast. If you see here, as you see here, we have I at the beginning in the white color. After that, followed by have just. Why I used have just? Because my subject is I, and after that, the red one, I have verb, which is in the past participate form, which is had. I cannot say I have just have breakfast, so I have to change the verb from present to past participate, or PP. Another example that we have, he has just finished his homework. He has just finished his homework. Why I used has just? Because I have he, or we can say our subject is the third person singular, and after has just I have past participate, which is finished, and also it is followed by ed. As I mentioned in the previous lectures, that when we have a verb that became past with ed, and also the past participate form, it will be the same without changing the structure of the word. They have just left the room. They have just left the room. Because I have they, that's why I am using have just. We have just began the lesson. We have just begun the lesson. She has just gone out. She has just gone out. In order to be familiar with this subject, you have to memorize or know the past participate of the irregular verbs. Okay, because we have those verbs that changing from present to past by ed, and also we have a lot of verbs that are changing by structure of the word, which is called irregular verbs. So you have to memorize them, like gone, began, left, and had. Okay, or you can say Dana has just remembered. Dana has just remembered. Also, when we have a name, we use has just, because it refers to he. Question form. Let us see what is the question form of have just. We have at the beginning and has. Have and has at the beginning. They followed by. When we have, we use I, we, you, they, or we can say when our subject is I, we, you, they, we use have. When our subject is he, she, it, we use has. Both of them followed by just, plus just, and plus past participate. In question form, just is separate with have, and it has on its place. Okay, so it followed by subject. After subject we use just, and after that past participate, or we can say PP. Let's see examples. Have you just heard the explosion? Have you just heard the explosion? As you see here, why I use have? Why I didn't use has? Because my subject here is you. My subject is here is you. That's why I used have. And after the subject, as you see the blue one, I have to put just. Have you just? And after that, here the past participate of the verb. Past participate of the verb. Have you just heard the explosion? Let's see another example. Has she just had lunch? Has she just had lunch? Let's see. Look, we have has here because our subject is she, and after she I have just, and after just the verb in the past participate form. Has she just had lunch? Note, what does just mean? Okay, we have to understand what is the meaning of just. As I mentioned, what is the meaning of present perfect, and also we have to know what is the meaning of just. Just it means before now. It uses for talking about something that happened just before now. When something happened just before now, for example, you can say 5 minutes before, or you can say half an hour before. We use just. It means before now. It uses for talking about something that happened just before now. So you have to be careful about that point. Example in test. How are you going to present perfect with just is going to show up in nationalistic exams? Okay, let's see. We have an example. Nelson has just dashed up. Nelson has just dashed up. As I said in the rules, after just we have to have the verb, and the verb should be in past participate form. In past participate form. So you have to look which one of the following is past participate: woken, wake, woke, or wakes. So I choose Nelson has just woken up. Nelson has just woken up. Another example we have: Ahmed has just dashed the message. Ahmed has just dashed the message. Also, like the first one, you have to choose that one which is in the past participle form after just, which is sent. I have just dashed her name. I have just dashed her name. Again, like number 1 and number 2, we have to choose a verb which is in past participle form, which is which one? Forgotten. I have just forgotten her name. Again, I will say that you have to memorize, or you have to know the chart or the table of irregular verbs for past participate form. I hope you enjoy and got that much information that you need. Thank you for listening.